Question 1. A large enterprise has multiple AWS accounts managed using AWS organizations. Different teams need access to specific AWS accounts. Centralized security policies should be enforced across all accounts. Access should be granted based on job roles. Which approach provides the most secure and scalable solution? Options: A. Create IAM users in each account and manually assign permissions. B. Use AWS IAM Identity Center, SSO, to centrally manage access. C. Create IAM roles in each account and assume them as needed. D. Use IAM policies with cross-account access and manually manage permissions. Correct answer: B. Use AWS IAM Identity Center, SSO, to centrally manage access. Explanation: IAM Identity Center, SSO, allows centralized management of user access across multiple AWS accounts. Users can sign in once and assume appropriate roles based on their job function. Enforces best security practices by avoiding IAM user sprawl. Why not other options? Option A. Creating IAM users in each account is difficult to manage at scale. Option C. IAM roles help but require users to manually assume roles in each account. Option D. Managing cross-account access with IAM policies is complex and hard to audit. Question 2. A manufacturing company wants to connect its on-premises data center to AWS securely. Low latency and high bandwidth connectivity are required. A consistent network experience between AWS and on-premises is essential. Traffic should not go over the public internet. Which AWS service should be used? Options: A. Use AWS VPN for a secure, encrypted tunnel. B. Use AWS Direct Connect for a dedicated connection. C. Use VPC peering to establish a connection between on-premises and AWS. D. Use Transit Gateway to route on-premises traffic to multiple VPCs. Correct answer: B. Use AWS Direct Connect for a dedicated connection. Explanation: Direct Connect provides a private, high-speed, low-latency connection between AWS and on-premises. Better performance and reliability than VPN, which relies on the public internet. Best choice for hybrid cloud with high bandwidth needs. Why not other options? Option A. AWS VPN is secure but slower and depends on the internet. Option C. VPC peering is for VPC to VPC connections, not on-prem to AWS. Option D. Transit Gateway helps route traffic but still needs Direct Connect or VPN. Question 3. A sports analytics startup wants to process real-time game data from thousands of sensors. Low-latency data ingestion is required. Data needs to be processed and analyzed continuously. A fully managed, cost-effective, serverless solution is preferred. Which AWS services should be used? Options: A. Use Amazon Kinesis data streams plus AWS Lambda for real-time processing. B. Use Amazon SQS plus Lambda for event-driven processing. C. Use Amazon Redshift for analytics and processing. D. Use EC2 instances running Apache Kafka for real-time data streaming. Correct answer: A. Use Amazon Kinesis data streams plus AWS Lambda for real-time processing. Explanation: Kinesis data streams ingests and processes real-time data efficiently. Lambda provides serverless compute for real-time event processing. Scales automatically and minimizes infrastructure management costs. Why not other options? Option B. SQS is better for event-driven workloads, not real-time streaming. Option C. Redshift is for batch analytics, not real-time processing. Option D. EC2 plus Kafka requires management, making it costlier and harder to scale. Question 4. A research institute stores petabytes of data that are rarely accessed. Some data needs to be retrieved within minutes, while other data can take longer. Minimizing storage costs is the highest priority. Data should be highly durable and secure. Which AWS storage class provides the best solution? Options: A. Store all data in S3 standard for durability and availability. B. Use S3 intelligent tiering to optimize costs automatically. C. Use S3 Glacier and S3 Glacier Deep Archive for long-term storage. D. Store data in EBS snapshots and move to S3 when needed. Correct answer, C. Use S3 Glacier and S3 Glacier Deep Archive for long-term storage. Explanation: Glacier provides cost-effective storage for archived data. Standard Glacier allows retrieval in minutes to hours. Glacier Deep Archive is the lowest cost option for rarely accessed data. Why not other options? Option A, S3 Standard is expensive for infrequently accessed data. Option B, intelligent tiering is better for unpredictable access patterns, but not ideal for long-term archival. Option D, EBS snapshots are for backups, not archival storage. Question 5. A SaaS company provides an API for third-party developers. APIs must be secured against unauthorized access. Only authenticated applications should access certain endpoints. A scalable, managed solution is preferred. Which AWS service should be used? Options: A. Use AWS IAM roles for API authentication. B. Use API Gateway with IAM authentication and Lambda authorizers. C. Use Amazon Cognito for managing API users and authentication. D. Deploy an EC2-based authentication system for API access control. Correct answer: B. Use API Gateway with IAM authentication and Lambda authorizers. Explanation: API Gateway integrates with IAM and Lambda authorizers to enforce authentication. IAM roles allow secure access control. Fully managed and scalable, reducing operational overhead. Why not other options? Option A, IAM roles are better for AWS services, not for API-based authentication. Option C, Cognito is great for user authentication but not ideal for API security. Option D, an EC2-based solution requires management and doesn't scale efficiently. Question 6. A global e-commerce company needs a highly available, fault-tolerant relational database for its order processing system. The database must automatically failover in case of an outage. Read traffic is expected to be significantly higher than write traffic. The solution should minimize downtime and provide cross-region disaster recovery. Which AWS database solution is the best choice? Options: A. Use Amazon RDS with multi-AZ deployment. B. Use Amazon Aurora with read replicas across multiple regions. C. Use Amazon DynamoDB for its built-in replication. D. Deploy MySQL on EC2 instances with custom failover logic. Correct answer: B. Use Amazon Aurora with read replicas across multiple regions. Explanation: Aurora provides built-in replication across multiple availability zones. Supports cross-region replication for disaster recovery. Read replicas allow scaling read-heavy workloads efficiently. Why not other options? Option A, RDS multi-AZ ensures high availability but does not support cross-region replication. Option C, DynamoDB is NoSQL, which is not suitable for relational data. Option D, managing MySQL on EC2 requires custom failover logic and manual scaling. Question 7. A ride-sharing company wants to process millions of real-time GPS updates from its drivers and passengers. Data should be processed with low latency. A fully managed, auto-scaling architecture is required. The solution should be cost-effective and minimize operational overhead. Which AWS architecture best fits this use case? Options: A. Use Amazon Kinesis data streams plus AWS Lambda for real-time processing. B. Use Amazon SQS plus Lambda to process messages asynchronously. C. Use Amazon EC2 with Apache Kafka for real-time streaming. D. Use Amazon Redshift for real-time analytics on streaming data. Correct answer: A. Use Amazon Kinesis data streams plus AWS Lambda for real-time processing. Explanation: Kinesis data streams is designed for high-throughput real-time data ingestion. Lambda can process each event as it arrives, ensuring low latency. Fully serverless, eliminating infrastructure management overhead. Why not other options? Option B, SQS is event-driven but is not optimized for real-time streaming. Option C, Kafka on EC2 requires manual scaling and maintenance. Option D, Redshift is for batch analytics, not real-time processing. Question 8. A media company has a large archive of high-resolution videos stored on premises. The company wants to move some data to AWS for long-term storage. Certain video files need to be retrieved frequently, while others will be accessed rarely. A cost-effective solution is required. Which AWS storage solution is best suited? Options: A. Store all videos in Amazon S3 standard for high availability. B. Use Amazon S3 intelligent tiering to optimize costs dynamically. C. Store all videos in Amazon S3 Glacier Deep Archive for long-term storage. D. Use Amazon EBS volumes attached to EC2 instances for storage. Correct answer: B. Use Amazon S3 intelligent tiering to optimize costs dynamically. Explanation: intelligent tiering automatically moves objects between storage classes based on access patterns. Ensures frequent files stay in a high-speed tier, while infrequently accessed files move to lower-cost storage. Why not other options? Option A, S3 standard is too costly for rarely accessed data. Option C, S3 Glacier Deep Archive is cost-effective but has slow retrieval times. Option D, EBS is for block storage attached to EC2, not ideal for large-scale media storage. Question 9. A financial services company has multiple AWS accounts for different departments. A central team manages security and compliance. Developers should have limited access to production resources. The solution should be scalable and enforce least privilege access. Which strategy should be used for access control? Options: A. Create IAM users in each account and manually assign policies. B. Use AWS IAM Identity Center, SSO, to manage access centrally. C. Use IAM roles with cross-account access and manually grant permissions. D. Apply resource-based policies to limit access between accounts. Correct answer: B. Use AWS IAM Identity Center, SSO, to manage access centrally. Explanation: IAM Identity Center, SSO, enables centralized user access management. Provides role-based access control across multiple AWS accounts. Simplifies compliance and security policy enforcement. Why not other options? Option A, managing IAM users separately in each account is complex and unscalable. Option C, IAM roles require manual configuration and lack centralized control. Option D, resource-based policies are useful but not scalable for multi-account environments. Question 10. A global news website needs a disaster recovery strategy that ensures minimal downtime and data loss in case of a regional failure. Failover to another AWS region when needed. The most cost-effective approach without running duplicate full-stack infrastructure. Which disaster recovery strategy should be implemented? Options: A. Pilot light, maintain minimal resources in the DR region and scale up when needed. B. Warm standby, run scaled-down infrastructure in the DR region. C. Hot standby, maintain full-scale infrastructure in both regions. D. Backup and restore, periodically backup data and restore when needed. Correct answer: A. Pilot light, maintain minimal resources in the DR region and scale up when needed. Explanation: Pilot light keeps critical resources running, like databases, while scaling compute only during failover. More cost-effective than hot standby, which duplicates infrastructure. Faster recovery than backup and restore, which requires setting up from scratch. Why not other options? Option B, warm standby is more expensive as it keeps partial infrastructure running. Option C, hot standby is too costly for most businesses. Option D, backup and restore takes too long for critical applications.